And joining me now to talk about that is Donna Neister. She's the president of Atchison Ventures. Donna, it's nice to meet you and welcome to the table.
Thank you for having me.
And also Jeff Bohm. He's the chair of the St. Clair County Board of Commissioners. Jeff, how are you?
Thank you for having us.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about St. Clair County and Jeff, I'm going to start with you. Describe the business atmosphere, describe population and some of the growth in the area.
So, I've been there my entire life, which I'm 50 years old. So St. Clair County, we've got 115 miles of shoreline, freshwater, and just the assets that we have. We've kind of got a mix of a little bit of a waterfront, some agricultural communities, and some of our more rural sections. And we really, as far as how we position ourselves in the region, because when we so often have these conversations, it's all about region, where do you fit? And I always use a statistic. In St. Clair County, 2 hours away from us, there's 5.4 million people. That would make you the 23rd largest state in the country, more population than South Carolina, Alabama, Louisiana. So we really need, and we're doing a good job. We've got a lot of investments. Donna represents the private sector along with the foundation piece. We're really getting a lot of outside investment now. California, the Grand Rapids, New York, investors that have really found our area and looking for that additional investment, but also telling that story to those 5.4 million people that live 2 hours away. I always say, this is beautiful up here, don't get me wrong. It takes you 4.5 to 5 hours to get here.
So what is it, Donna, about St. Clair County when businesses are saying, okay, we want to relocate here? What are some of the most important issues in the county?
I think some of the biggest issues is really how we collaborate. We have such a strong public, private, philanthropic groundswell where we see issues, and really when we say we work together, we're all at the table doing something to make it happen. Whether it's jobs issue and trying to attract people into St. Clair County, or helping the schools themselves and the college ramp up so we have a skilled trade force to be able to fill the jobs that are coming to the region.
You were not alone in terms of, trying to get that public-private investment and getting everyone not to be in silos but be working together. Is there any other areas in the state that you say, we want to do it like they're doing it? Or is St. Clair County just such a unique area that you say, we're going to have to, because of the unique resources that we have and because of the interests and the importance of certain things in our area, we really have to kind of make it up as we go along and develop it that way?
I think we're pretty fortunate being a smaller community. We formed a group almost going on 10 years ago now, call it our Blue Meets Green group, which we truly sit together at the table. We plan. We keep the politics out of the room, right? I mean, as we know, that just usually ends up in an argument. So we have different regional priorities. We work on them. We bring people in to vet them. We score them out. We have the old high-tech sticker trick, as I always call it. 1, 2, 3, my vote doesn't mean any more than Donna's vote, which doesn't mean any more than anybody else. We had over 120 people at our last planning session to achieve this. It goes on the list. We continue to work on it. And I really think when you talk about other areas, you look at like your Grand Rapids, your Traverse Cities, you try to see what others are doing.
Right.
But I really think, truthfully, we are out in the forefront of that collaboration. I know we've had recent coverage in some of the different things with some of the op-ed articles to them. We've had calls from other regions to say, hey, we've read about you in Cranes and read about you in other publications. How do you guys do that? And really it is just people like Donna and myself and others that are involved in the process understanding that to make our area, to move it forward, we have to work together. And arguably the best thing that came out of the bad economy when things got bad, it forced everybody to sit down because, previous people could self-fund on a lot of things, right? And I know we're doing a fantastic job because I know all the investments that are happening in our area. And Donna, from the foundation side.
Right.
Yeah, so Donna, I mean, it's a deliberate process in terms of trying to see what will come in.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about that.
So part of that is Jeff just mentioned with education. Through the Community Foundation, we really feel we're leaps and bounds with some of the things that we've done. Through the news, you would have heard about the Come Back Home Award, where we're doing reverse scholarships. And I think all of Michigan the brain trust leaves. Kids get out of college and they want to be in Austin and Seattle.
Right.
So they have debt. We want those same brainy kids, technical kids, to come back to St. Clair County, and we'll help reduce their student debt for coming back.
And what kind of response are you seeing to that?
So the program is still fairly new. We're in our third year. We've had 34 students come back. We've had over 61 applicants. We've already raised the amount that we will reduce their student debt. And so the friends that came back are telling their other friends, you need to look. So we have a lot more inquiry. And it's not just the kids coming back. They're getting married. They're having kids.
Just going to say you're building an entirely new community there. Yeah, which is very, very important.
Right. And the other piece is, and even at the conference, we've talked so much about kids going to school. You get them a scholarship. They go to the community college and they're done. You don't know what happens to them. They drop off after a semester. We're doing a complete year degree program, which is wraparound. So if a student, and they're older students, they don't have to be the 18-year-old out of school. If the 28-year-old single mom really wants to go back to school but has life needs, we help not only with tuition, but we'll help her get daycare. We'll help her get gas in the car. We'll help break those blocks so she really can finish her degree. And so those are just two of the ways that we're helping workforce, the economy, and just all around living in our community.
Deliberate investment, and that a lot of areas are going to be looking and knocking on your door and saying, all right, you guys got to tell me how you got it done. So real quick, Jeff, that you can have the last word here because we got to wrap up.
Arguably the thing that has moved St. Clair County, put us in great position has been the Community Foundation's involvement in economic development. We work very well with the public, private sector, foundation sector. Very important.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You.
Okay, enjoy the rest of the conference.